Welcome to Story Guy, where my mother demands expensive gifts for her birthday and Christmas. My mother demands expensive gifts for her birthday and Christmas. Every time the date approaches, she starts asking what she will get and when the delivery will arrive. Unfortunately, when the gift isn't expensive enough, she will throw a fit and make childish remarks such as, "You haven't tried hard enough this time." With this and your last access status on WhatsApp being off, it feels as if I didn't have a son. I live abroad and my in-laws are coming over to visit. Other remarks from her include, "You saved money on the gift this time because you want to spend them with your in-laws, right? Your in-laws get a concert, and I only get flowers. I bet you're even going to pay dinner for them." The flowers refer to her last gift. I once got her a nice bag a few years ago, and she keeps expecting that. Last year, I got a cheaper bag, €100, and she complained about it. Knowing that she will complain anyway and running out of ideas, I got her a nice bouquet this year. She's really damn crazy, entitled, and possibly a narcissist. Or not. Got attacked by a crazy Karen and got sweet revenge. So for some background, at the time of this story was injured due to a car accident and was in a wheelchair. I could stand up, but only for short periods of time. In this fever dream of a story there is me up, my mom, Karen EP, and EP's kid Ek. So me and my mom were at the store. I was at the end of an aisle because my wheelchair couldn't fit. My mom was in the aisle. I was just sitting there on my phone when Ek comes up and asks why I need a wheelchair. I explained it to them and they walked away. A couple minutes later, Ek comes back with EP. EP asks if her son can sit in my wheelchair. I say no and explain why. Immediately EP gets a disgusted look on her face and says, "I don't believe you. I think you're faking it." I say I'm not, but this Karen goes on. A couple minutes of this and my mom comes back. She sees EP and asks what she's doing. EP says, "This man, I'm 16. But I look older, is taking an injury to get a wheelchair." I notice my mom get visibly annoyed and starts defending me. I don't remember exactly what was said, but it got heated and EP attacked me and pulled me out of the wheelchair onto the floor and sat Ek in it. Then an employee notices it and stops it and calls security. After that, EP picks up Ek and runs because she knew she would be arrested for it, but is blocked by my mom. When security gets there, they start questioning everybody. While they are questioning everyone, Ek gets away. It is only after EP is arrested that we notice they are missing. We start looking for them, and when we find them, they were in the back area and had eaten a lot of the candy and was playing Pokemon on a Game Boy. It was new at the time. In the end, EP was arrested for assault, and Ek was given to their dad. You bet your ass I pressed charges. Dad demanding $100 a week for play money. Not sure if this should be raised by narcs, but I'll post here anyways. I, 25F, live with my dad 55M, my brother 23M, and my dad's overseas wife 36F. I'll try to keep this short. My dad got a $20 rent increase and is now demanding $100 a week from me and my brother. He calls it play money and is demanding it because he doesn't have enough money for himself to buy stuff like me and my brother do. Mind you, he has money to play with. Meanwhile, my dad's wife is not from Australia, she's from Vietnam. She's a very lovely lady, but she doesn't contribute to the household. She only cooks. Last I heard, she only pays my dad about $150 a week or fortnight. I'm not exactly sure if she does any more. My dad paid for her second-hand scooter and continues to pay for her petrol, despite her working nearly 6 days a week. She is now wanting a car, and I bet my dad will buy her the car. My brother doesn't contribute to the household. He pays for grocery shopping and gives my dad $100 a week, but that's it. No cooking, no cleaning, nothing. He has a very good job as a traffic controller, earns over $1,200 a week, sometimes more if he is on night shift. My dad, he earns about $1,100 a week. Works for a big company picking and packing. He works a lot of overtime, so maybe his pay is more than what I am stating. My dad pays the rent, the electric, gas, and water. Meanwhile, I work retail as a casual 1 day a week. I have asked twice for more hours, but my managers say that they don't have the budget to give me more hours. So my paycheck is maybe $100 a week if I am lucky. I'm also on government benefits, $750 a fortnight. So altogether I get $850. Altogether, if I am lucky. And because I am on government benefits I get rent assistance, so get cheaper bills. So my dad thought it was a good idea to put my name on the gas and electricity bills. He still pays it, but I get it cheaper for him. However, my dad and brother call me lazy, but I am basically a housewife. I mop and vacuum the house, unload the dishwasher, washing, hanging, folding, and putting away laundry. I empty the cat litter, put new litter in. I feed the cats night and day, even though one cat is my brother's. But now it's mine. But if I miss a spot on the floor, or if I don't do all the chores before my dad comes home, he rages it, calls me names, insults me, angry cleans up around the house, goes over the spots I missed, or I didn't clean right. I try to defend myself saying that I forgot to clean this part of the house. I cleaned it already, but instead I get yelled at. He even threatens to kick me out of the house because I'm being smart asses. But the thing is, my dad is a clean freak and cleans every single day. Vacuums twice a day. Anyways, I'm paying for my Spotify, Disney Plus, my Nintendo Internet, Photoshop, and now me and my brother's Netflix, which all comes to $100 a month. Also, me and my brother pay for groceries every week. We split it in half between us. Right now shopping is over $250 every week. Thanks. Cost of living. Brother and my mom demand money from me sometimes. My brother has a bad spending habit and blows all of his money on alcohol and going to parties out in the bush. Meanwhile, my biological mom is living on disability pension. She gets less than me from the government. But somehow my brother and mom don't have enough money, and they always ask me to give them money. In the past, I have given it to them. But lately, I've been feeling the pinch of cost of living, and I can't afford it. Whenever I can't give money, my brother insults me, calling me bad names. My mom is more understanding about it, but keeps asking for money. Now that all the important information is done, I'm autistic, and therefore I don't do well in social situations. But I work in retail. I'm actually enjoying retail because it's getting me out of my comfort zone, and I have grown less anxious around the public because of it. Starting up a new job for me is scary, but I know it is necessary for me to get money. I was even thinking about getting a second job, but I feel like it would just be too much for me because my last job I had in childhood was damaging to my mental health. I do understand where my dad is coming from. I understand that he is trying to teach me and my brother how to live in the real world. But I'm struggling here. I have no savings now because I had to give my dad money. I used to have $1,300 in my savings, but now it's down to $300. I thought parents were supposed to help their children out. I thought parents were supposed to encourage saving, but I guess not. I asked my dad when he implemented the $100 a week thing, what if I don't have the money? You have to have the money, he said. My boyfriend has offered me to move in with him, but it's an hour and a half away. His parents wouldn't ask me for much money at all, maybe $150 a week or a fortnight. They are so much nicer, and they don't clean every single day. They are nice, and they treat me with respect. But yeah, I don't really know why I'm here making a post. But I guess this is a vent, a cry for help. Am I looking for a reason to leave my toxic household? Any advice would be helpful and appreciated. You need to leave home without warning, when parent is gone or in the middle of the night. Those who did this, what happened after? What was your parents' reaction? Especially those trying to go no contact? I really want to hear people's stories from this forum, because a lot of people don't understand how hard this is. And my post keeps getting removed because I don't have enough body text, even though it says it's optional. And since the rules of this forum say it must include a parent, I've had issues ever since I started becoming a teenager. I was honestly a well-behaved, quiet person, but I think mom saw me as competition. I was too much like my dad, had a lot of petty issues with teenage girls as opposed to tough young boys, etc. Last year I got my science degree, and I didn't go to graduation cause. Honestly, I didn't have a great time in college. My certificate came in the mail and I fired it on the table hoping my parents would be proud. But my mother hasn't spoken to me for days because I didn't go to my graduation with her. She was absolutely fuming. Her reasoning is that she spent 6 long years getting her degree as a mature age student and missed her own graduation cause it was on my birthday and so was having a party and she wanted to be there. I never pressured her into being at my birthday. We could have compromised so she could go to both. She also never really told me how much my graduation meant to her and how it would make up for her missing hers. I'm an adult.